भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भवन्ति नैष्टिके कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृतार्थमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. I seek blessing from all the devotees so that I can speak Bhagavatam in the parampara for the pleasure of Krishna and the devotees and my own purification. Hare Krishna. Today we will be reciting the second canto, second chapter, Lord in the Heart, sloka number 90. You can all recite along with me. Itam muni tu paramat vyaviste.
Itam muni turu paramedigyam tugo virja.
Virajana dharat viryasu radati ashuta Ashwaha
Vidadika
Drashvirya Suradati Asyaha Swaparanani Apatya Gudam Tato Nilam Tanesu Satsu Unyamaje Jita Kalmaha Itamunistu Paramet Vyavyasito Vijana Drak Viryasu Radahit Asyaha Swa Paranena Apatya Gudam Tato Nilyam Stanesu Stasu Unyamaje Jita Kalmaha Jitamunistu Paramet Vyavasito Vajanya Drak Viryasu Radachit Asyaha Swaparanenit Apatya Gudam Tato Nilam Stanesu Satsu Unyamaje Chata Jita Kalmaha, word by word meaning, Itaha, thus by Brahman realization, Muni, the philosopher, too, but Upramar should return, Vivasyaha, well situated, Vijana, by scientific knowledge, Virya, strength, Suradhihit, a well-regulated, Asaha, aim of life, Swa Parasnina, with the heel of one's foot, Apadya, by blocking, Gudam, the air hole, Tata, thereafter, Anilam, life air, Stanesu, in the place, Stasu, Satsu, sixth primary, Unyamat, must be lifted, Jita Kamalaha, Kalmaha, by extinguishing material desire. Translation and purpose is Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: by the strength of scientific knowledge, one should be well situated in absolute realization and thus be able to extinguish all material desires. One should then give up the material body by blocking the air hole through which the stool is evacuating with the heel of his one's foot and by lifting the life air from the one place to another in the six primary places. Very interesting how Ashtanga Yogas are giving the body. So perfect. There are many Duratmas who claim to have realized themselves as a Brahman and yet they are unable to conquer the material desire. In Bhagavad Gita 18.54, it is clearly explained that an absolutely self-realized soul becomes completely aloof from all material desire. The material desires are based on the false ego of the living being and are exhibited by his childish and useless activities to conquer the law of material nature and by desire to lord it over the resource of the five elements. With such mentality, one is led to believe in the strength of material science. With its discovery of atomic energy and space travel by mechanical vehicle and by such an tiny advancement in the material science, the false egoistic tries to challenge even the strength of the Supreme Lord, who can finish all the men's tiny endeavors in less than a second. The well-situated self or the Brahman realization soul perfectly understands that the Supreme Brahman or the personality of Godhead is the all-powerful Vasudeva and that he, the self-realized living being, is a part and parcel of the Supreme Whole. As such, his constitutional position is to cooperate with him in all respect in the transcendental relationship of the served and the servitor. Such a self-realized soul ceases to exhibit his useless activities of attachment to the Lord attempting to lord it over the material nature. I repeat, such a self-realized soul ceases to exhibit his useless activity of attempting to lord it over the material nature, being scientifically well informed he fully engaged himself in the faithful devotional to the Lord. The expert yogi who has thoroughly practiced the control of the life here by prescribed method of the yoga system is advised to quit the body as well as follows. He should plug up the evacuating hole with the heel of the foot and progressively move the life air on and on to 6 places: the navel, abdomen, heart, chest, palate, eyebrow, and cerebral pit. Controlling the life air by the prescribed yogi process is mechanical, and the practice is more or less a physical endeavor for spiritual perfection. In olden days, such a practice was very common for the transcendentalists. For the for the mode of the life and character of those days were favorable. But in modern days, when the influence of Kali age is so disturbing, practically everyone is untrained in the art of the bodily exercise. Concentration of the mind is more easily attained in these days by chanting the holy name of the Lord. The results are more effective than those derived from the inner exercise of the life air. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakya Tachurumilitamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manopitham Swabhidhamena Putre Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Padam Pitham Padapyam Vandeham Sri Guru Shivata Padakamanam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagarjatam Saganaraghunathamitam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Sri Radha Krishna Pada Saragna Lalita Sri Visakamsha He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopika Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sudevi Pranamami Haripre Vanchakalpatirupascha Kripasundevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vacharya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Namo Pangajanabhaya Namo Pangajamanine Namo Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajane. Hare Krishna. Welcome once again for the Nityam Bhagavad Sevya. Today's class is very interesting. Still yesterday we discussed about how the subtle body yogis are living. Subtle bodies are mind, mind, intelligence, and false ego. He is living that. So now he is totally left. Now he is prepared to live this body. How he is living. So Prabhupada very nicely given in the purport, and also he was challenging that the scientists, modern scientists, they are inventing some atomic, some aeroplane, and they are challenging the Supreme Lord. If the Supreme Lord wants, he don't require 1 second to crush you. Like we crush one mosquito, no? Like that he can crush us. So that we have to understand what is our level compared to it. So these Ashtanga yogis, they very much know that. That's why they follow the path to reach the Lord. So today we will proceed, and also we will cover some portion of yesterday's continuation. As a devotee, what are the favorable, unfavorable he is supposed to do it. Practice so that now he will advance in the bhakti. So that also we will touch upon. Yesterday we covered 2 topics, that is not that negative character, not favoring the favorable and also accepting the unfavorable. That is Duryodhana character. Then other character we saw that accepting the devotion favorable and not giving up the unfavorable. That is a devotee, a neophyte devotee's character we understood. So we will, today also we will take one topic and we will discuss. It's very important. This is a foundation for the devotees, how we can progress in the devotion. Okay. So let's move on to today's sloka, and how this Jiva Mukta, we were talking of Jiva Mukta is moving to the pure Mukta. So a stage is moving ahead. So that Jiva Mukta, how is living this gross body? Gross body means this body, how is living? So that is important, no? To advance it to Brahma Jyoti, because the soul has to merge with Brahma Jyoti. That means if you leave this body only, the soul can travel. If you, as like a soul is in this body, he cannot do. So that we will understand very nicely. Prabhupada given it. So Because he has already given up the subtle body, he has given up that. Yesterday I told, no, yesterday class we have discussed it, how he is giving up the mind, intelligence and false ego he has given up. He said, I don't want you to take it. So, example is completely, how for a devotee to understand it, it's you have a coconut. Okay, if you don't use it for a longer time, what happens? All the water will dry up and the coconut will sink, pulp will sink, and after some time if you shake, the sound will get it. So similarly, the Ashtanga yogis, they give up their subtle body. Subtle body is inside, so they detach from the shell. Okay, now they have to give this gross body also. So that all the soul will travel. So this is how we can understand that. By becoming Jiva Mukta, he has given up the settled body, attachment to the settled body, and now he has to give up the gross body also. He performed the Sat Chakra Yoga. Sat means six Chakra Yoga, they are using. Okay, that we will understand. So he's leaving the grass body, he's taking 3 slokas to tell. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Till Sunday, we are going to hear about how to live this body. So, it's very interesting. Now, Paramatma meditation yogis attain liberation. So, we understood that Paramatma yogis, meditating yogis, there are 2 categories. One is Paramatma, the other is Virata Rupa meditation. This Paramatma yogis, already his heart is pure, he is meditating. How is going to leave the body? By performing the Sat Chakra Yoga. So he only can do the Sat Chakra Yoga. Now, in this way the yogi is situated at the Brahma Bhuta stage. Brahma Bhuta stage we have discussed, no? Labadho Asanti stage. That means giving up all the subtle body. Completely destroyed all subtle desire. He said that I don't want material intelligence, I don't want material mind, I don't want false ego. So he's quitting it, desires, all the desire. I don't want, these are the things for the sense enjoyment. So I don't want anything. I want only Paramatma. He has no more material desire. He's clearly seized it. I don't want anything. Even if you give a palatable full meal also, you don't want to open his eye and see that. Okay, I don't want it. No desire other than the attaining liberation. His only goal is to attain the liberation. That's all only his desire. Yeah, even Ramba Urvishikam also, no, Vishamitra, when the ankle sound of the Ramba, he got up, okay. So, that is what the drawback in Ashtanga Yogi. So, this Ashtanga Yogi who meditate on Paramatma, so even Ramba Urvashi comes also, they are not ready to open the eyes. So, they were so much engrossed. He has gained the strength. So, he's got the strength to do that. How he is getting it? What is the result of the strength? The strength, the result of the strength is the finest trace of subtle desire is gone. That's what, see, what happened when you clean something, vessel. Again they say, oh, some more dirt is there, put some more choline and wash it. Something, you go on repeating, washing, so that's what, the strength is that, so that your heart is fully clean. No even subtle desires are not there. We don't know, that's what the subconscious level, that's what happened. So, why Vishwamitra fall down is, even though he is in the stage of dhyana, samadhi stage, but subtle is not clean. So, that because he was a king, he was opulence enjoyed. So, when the ankle's bell sound came with Urvashi, so he knows that some ladies coming. The subtle is triggering. Now you understood why we have to clear the subtle desires. Otherwise, even if small dust is there, that will trigger you. Okay, get up. In this way, the yogi situation in the Brahma realization, having destroyed the finest trace of subtle desire by the vision of realization. He studied so many shastras. He knows that vision is there. Okay, let me, this is step by step he has given up. So, that finest trace also is gone. He gave up everything. Tu, the sloka says the tu. So, tu means even though it is very difficult to give up, it is not easy to give up subtle desires, but still he gives up that. That is what because he is determination. Okay, so it is like example is you are writing exam of SLC, okay? So it is tough for the student of that grade. So he go for tuition and he go for a coaching class. Still he is failing. So what happened? He give up. But the person who's really desire, yes, I have to go to college. Somehow he work hard and pass. That's all. It is not that easy to give subtle this thing for the Ashtanga Yogis, because he studied the Shastras. How your coaching class and other classes give more knowledge for you to study and understand. These Shastras are helping them to understand, so that no, he clears it. He is able to give up the subtle desires. Presenting to Mooladhara chakra, lower part of one's body below. So Mooladhara is that anus, where you go the stool, no? That is one, that region. The process of yoga is a mechanical process. So they have been trained in that. They know that 6 chakras, 7 chakras are there, 7th is topmost. So they understand that how to practice that air, life air to move up and down. What is done is the soul is suspended in prana. So the soul is floating on the prana air, life air. Okay, the body is called as Navadwara Pura. Navadwara Pura means city of 9 holes. In our body there are 9 holes are there. 2 eyes, 2 nose, 1 mouth, 2 ears. So 2, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. So 7 is over. Anus and genital. So 9. So 9 gates are there. Only through 9 gates only the soul can escape. Now you understood? So important. Lord is not given for the this thing. He is given for very important purpose. Okay. That's why you have to attend Srimad Bhagavatam to understand what purpose we have to use these holes. Essential soul can escape through any of the 9 holes. It can escape through any one of the holes. 9 out of 9. It needs the hole to escape the body, but the whole soul cannot, because it's a bag. Okay, like an egg. Can you break without making hole? Can you throw that inside a thing? Not possible. No, same way, this is a egg. Okay, the soul is inside locked. So you need some hole. These 9 holes only it can escape. Okay. Generally, when the people given the body, one may observe that you might have seen that old people in relatives, somebody pass away, no? They pass the urine, they pass the motion, blood oozing out from the mouth. So some symptoms you may see that. So these symptoms indicate that soul left through that hole. Okay, but it is not good if the soul leaves from the bottom. Okay, it's not a favorable, because those souls go to the lower planetary. Tala. So all this lower planetary system, no, there it goes in expert. So this is not a good. Anybody who asks, old people, they say that you are not supposed to leave the soul through the bottom line. It is not very good symptom. Okay. Then next what happens? Sometimes people open the mouth, and while leaving the body, it's generally the old man and all. So very pious people, they will open the mouth and the soul leaves. It generally indicates that they go to the higher destination, and it could be the higher material destination also. Material destination like Indraloka, Tapaloka, Janaloka, so many lokas are there. So the soul leaves and it goes to the higher planet system. Okay, but the very important, there is a 10th hole is there. That is what is there called skull. No, that's there. Okay, that the 10th hole is not visible. That is called Brahmaranda. That is called Brahmaranda here. In the middle of the head, skull is closed as we grow. When we are in the womb of the mother, that hole is there, because through that hole the soul entered. So as the day increases, that hole is closed.
Baby will be having little hair.
Little, not the hole, it is soft. That's what
soft,
I'm saying. As soon as a child is born, the central portion of the head is very soft. This is soft. Okay, that region become hardened when we grow. When we start growing, it is growing. So it's very important. That's called Brahma Randha. That's what I'm saying. When it is in womb, it is a hole. As the day grows, no, that skull is started. This is soft. When it came out, then it become harder. If the soul escaped through the Brahma Randha, definitely guarantee that he is liberated. Now you understood why we have to leave the soul through this 10th place, so that he is getting liberated. He is merging with the Brahman. Of course, no one can force the soul escape through Brahman. It is not an easy joke. Okay, close ear, close the eyes, like people who are taking bath, in the swimming pool or water body. They use all the fingers, close the mouth, close the ears, and all. No, you cannot do that at the time of death. Close all the night. You have got only two hands. How you will close it? So that's what you have to understand. It is definitely needs some perfection of yoga. You need some perfection of yoga, through which they have expertly closed all the 9 holes. Through the yoga system, they are able to close the holes. Literally force the soul to escape through the Brahma Rantra. So by closing the gate, what happened? The pressure built up, then he pushes that soul to come out, exit from the thing. Okay, it's very important to understand. When the self-realized Acharya, in some tradition, including Vaishnava traditions, and not Gaudiya Vaishnava, not in our Vaishnava tradition, also some other tradition, they practice that what? When the self-realized Acharya ready to give up the body, the old man, Acharya ready to give, sometimes the disabled break the coconut at the center of the head. They break the coconut. They will ask him to sit in samadhi and break the coconut on the head, in order to ease out the opening of the Brahma Randra, so that the soul can escape. So that if you break what happened, the skull is broken, the soul can travel out. See the technology. What essentially he is going to do, okay? What he is going to do, when all the essential holes are closed, finally the soul will escape through the Brahma Randra. Though it is very difficult hole to escape, it's very difficult, still he will do. What he does, how he is doing it, that we have to understand. Apadya Gudam, in this sloka, today's sloka, Sukadeva Goswami says, Apadya Gudam. Gudam means anus. Okay, toilet, that Muladhara chakra, that chakra is there in that place, he is situated around that area with heel. The heels, we say, heel of the leg. He plucks the anus, and without fatigue. Fatigue means, say what happened when gas comes, if you try to stop, what happened? You will go to the unplugged place. You should not, the air should not be plugged. But because they are yogis, they are able to plug it, and they are not allowing that gas to go. They are trying to push up. Without fatigue, he gradually raises the air, reaches the soul, the prana, the soul is suspended. He rises through the 6th place in the body. So he is raising it one by one. What are the 6 places? First is Muladhara chakra and Swadhish chakra, Manipura chakra, Anahat chakra, Vishuddha chakra, Anjana chakra. So these are the chakras. So that is anus, navel, upper stomach. Now between the chest and the navel, that's the one portion. That is the Manipura. Then Anahat chakra is the heart region. Then throat. Then the third eye, the center. Then goes to the top. Okay. Sahasrara chakra. This is Sahasrara chakra. So you understood the 6 chakras. 7th is the where it leaves that. Gradually raise the prana to all that, so that these chakras is passed through that. So now you understood that. Before coming to conclusion, let us continue the yesterday's, as a devotee, what he is supposed to understand. Favorable, unfavorable. This is very important, because we have to practice this. Because how they are practicing yoga practice to make it perfect, we also have to do our devotional progress, this practice. So we may start in the beginning of the Krishna conscious, start with favorable. Yesterday's second section, favorably we started. When we slowly apply this principle at some point of time, then we will give up the unfavorable thing. That's what it is. We have to increase our strength, so that our weakness will go off. We have to give up this stubbornness, which is holding back these things. Some people are very stubborn. I can't give up. One Mataji was telling, I get very fast anger, Prabhu. I can't give up. She is holding that. You are not supposed to angry with the devotees. But she said, I very fast I get angry, Prabhu. By talking is I'll shout at them, bust out there. So they are stubborn. So that you should give up. You got it? Srimad Bhagavatam intelligently cutting all these kind of knots. Srimad Bhagavatam clearly tells how to cut these knots. Because these anarthas are blocking us. It is like a police, no, when he catches thief, what he do? He put the knots, no, chain. Like elephant is very mad, they put the chain. So these are knots. Intelligently, he has advised the idea from the scriptures. So you have to study the scripture, understand that. How can he cut off all the knots? How can he cut off these anarthas? So by cutting off the knots, what happens? Your anarthas getting released out. You will come out of that. When you practice the favor, Krishna will give the intelligence. When you are favorable to things, when you practice, Krishna will give the intelligence. Okay, to come out of the unfavorable thing. Bhagavad Gita also clearly says that with the determination, one may cut off the strongly rooted tree with a weapon of detachment. So that's why. So as you progress, no, slowly you get detached. Initially you go for every week, Sunday you go to movie. Now you are become devotee, you will not go to movie. Every Sunday you go watch TV. Now you are not watching. So some of the practice, every day you used to have coffee, tea, something. Now you give up that. So you unfavorable things you have started detachment. Okay, by practicing favorable. So Srila Prabhupada also spiritual life and material enjoyment will not go together. One side is spiritual life. We are come to Krishna conscious. Other side is material enjoyment. Both will not come together. So like a blazing fire. Fire is there. Moist fuel cannot go together. When water you pour that, is it going to, fire will come? No, it will quench out. So that's what he is saying there. So let's take an example how to understand that. Indra we know that. So he's a Mr. Bhakta yogi, okay? Means what in end, he follows the devotional service very seriously. He is favorable to devotion. And same time he holds back that certain attachment. He also has some attachment. That's why he always fall down. He is not completely avoided unfavorable things. Okay, unfavorable things he couldn't able to avoid it. So let's take an example of Govardhan Hill. So Govardhan, past time what happens, Indra comes, he is jealous. Okay. He could not give up the false pride that so far what happened, that Vrajavadis, including Nanda Maharaj, was giving the offering to Indra. When Krishna said that don't offer to Indra and offer to Govardhan, he got ego problem. False pride has come. How come they leave that? So far I am the king. I am supposed to get that offering. They stopped my offering and given to Krishna. He can, though he knows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality, Indra also knows that Krishna is Supreme Personality. It is not that he is not aware of it, he knows that. Every time Krishna kills demons, okay, that what happened, no? In Vrindavan, whenever they kill the demon, that all the demigods, they shower the flower from the thing. And also they beat the drums, ding, 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 like whenever some function, no, beat. So this happens there. That demigods, including Indra, also does same. He also throws the flowers and he also plays the drums. He was showering flower and favoring to that glorifying, he is glorifying the Krishna. That means he is doing everything. He could not able to give up certain things holding back. So that's what is there. It generally it happens in office also, no? You know the rules and regulation, okay? Promotion, this may be criteria to be done. When you are not promoted and your colleague is promoted, you are not ready to accept that post, your post. Okay, that means you have been depromoted and he is promoted to your post. So you are not, because you are holding that. You understood what is that? If it is not our initial stage of Krishna consciousness, we could avoid unfavorable. We could not avoid unfavorable. In neophyte devotee, no unfavorable, we are still attached with that. That's why I said, sometimes we'll see some serial, okay, it's very nice, let me see. Who's going to bother? Anyway, I'll chant one more extra row. These people are called pseudo practitioner, okay, hypocritic. They are very hypocritic. Who want to hold back that attachment. Okay, my mother, no, she gave up coffee, tea, everything, and all, no. But one fine day, what happened? His tenant, no, he prepared nice aroma coffee. Let us forget. Okay. Let me have coffee. In subtle stage, it was registered the smell, aroma, no. She's got. So, this is initial stage. What happens? That's what I'm saying. So, the purpose is that chief devotees or material devotees are very much desire to see the Lord personally. This is another example he says. That's what if you outsider people know, they said, I want to see the Lord. Okay. Without meeting the required verification. So they don't want to practice anything. Okay, like I can say that, what is that people? Om Shakti and what is that? One more Kerala they will go. No? Ayappa. So they fast 40 days only fast it and they'll go wear the dress, they'll go see the Lord and come. And nowadays so much advanced day, they put one day before only. Okay, because sir, I have to go to office, I can't give up. So they put one day the dress, next day they want. This is what a materialistic people. So the cheap devotees, they call it. Such a third grade devotees, material attachment, seeing the Lord face to face cannot go together. One is material attachment is that I can't give up my job, I have to earn, I have to work, I have to go to office daily. So material attachment they don't want to give. Other side is they want to see the Lord also. So it cannot happen together. Example you got it, no? The professional, another example is the professional Srimad Bhagavatam reciter. There are in YouTube and all you see that the professional people, no? They recite that. Why they are reciting? 7 days because they get some Lakshmi. The people who are coming to attend that also, who are coming to hear the 7 days Bhagavatam, their desire is after 7 days I have to go to Vaikuntha. Okay. By hearing 7 days I have to go to Vaikuntha, get liberated and continue with the material attachment. They don't want to, because they come for that 7 days only. And the whole day they will spend their personal life. And evening they will come for 1 hour for Bhagavatam class. And because they don't want to give up the material attachment, enjoy the material world. And similarly, after 7 days they have to go to Vaikuntha. So these are the how this favorable and unfavorable plays a role. Okay, you are not ready to give up the unfavorable thing. So far we understood from yesterday class favorable is we saw that those who are not accepted the favorable, that is negative character, not accepting favorable and not ready to give up the unfavorable, that is Duryodhana character. And also now we are discussed about the accepting favorable, they are ready to follow the rules, but they are unable to give up the what is not supposed to do that, unfavorable things. So today we will discuss about the third dimension of that, who are not accepting favorable to the devotion. They are not ready for the devotion, okay, and they want to avoid the unfavorable situation. They are ready to, they are ready to do the unfavorable things. Okay, I don't want it. So you have to little more clear that. One is what is happening. The rule is favorable you should accept, unfavorable reject. Here the third scenario is favorable they are rejecting it. And unfavorable also they are rejecting it. So both rejection. Okay, so let us understand with example. They follow the regulations very well. Okay, but they are imbibed with the devotional sentiment. There are some sentiments. Okay, these are the kind so-called the pious people, like demigod worship people. Okay, they follow all the rituals. Okay. Bring the goat, cutting, puja, doing and all, but then devotional sentiment, this is how it has to be done and all, they will do that. They want to engage the cheap activity in lower modes. So by giving that goat thing, Lord is favorable, he will give the boon. So these are cheap mode of thinking. They maintain themselves at some low level goodness. Okay, they get up in the morning, take bath, come, clean that temple, do worship, all they do. Their goodness is the mode of goodness is there. Cheap mode of goodness. Why they, at the end they want to cut the slaughter the goat. They follow the mode of goodness, they have apprehension to rise above the mode of goodness and come to devotion. But they are not ready. If you go such people and preach about Krishna, they are not ready to take. Don't do this goat slashing, come to devotional. They said they are not ready. So you understood? They have some favor, they are not favorable to what the rules and regulations. But they are ready to give up. That's unfavorable things. So that's what that. Even for you to understand in a better way, let's take an example of Yajna Brahma. Yajna Brahman. There's one story in Bhagavatam, no, where the Brahmins together they were using, they will do the Yajna. That time Krishna and Balaram they go to forest and they feel very hungry. They'll send that Gopas, go, there is a Yajna going on, go and ask some prasadam, bhoga, that tell them that Krishna and Balaram is hungry, please give. So these boys they will go and ask that Brahmanas, yeah, you are performing Yajna, there is a Krishna Balaram has come close by, please give some prasadam, they want honor. That Brahmana said, no, Yajna is not over, we will not give you anything. So this is a story, it comes in Bhagavatam. Okay, so the message from me is that what the sentimental is, they follow the regulations, that getting up, Yajna Pakka they are doing. Before Yajna start, they don't want to offer any bhoga or food to anybody. Okay, so their rule is that they don't want to give out to anybody before the Yajna completes. Not giving bhoga to anybody else. Even the cowherd boy told that Krishna Balaram only came. They are the Yajna Purushas, correct? No, who are you doing Yajna? Krishna only. They only asking. But actually, they reject it. You got it? The devotion, the proper devotion, they rejected it. That's what the third scenario. Favorable, they rejected it. What is favorable? They are supposed to give the Yajna to Krishna Balaram, they are supposed to give. They are not given. And what unfavorable is following the rules and regulations. The ritual they forget and sublime of those spirit of yoga. So Yajna, the spirit of Yajna, they are maintaining it. Okay, this is how it has been do the thing. So what is the other side is happening? Their wives are there. So now Krishna will tell that go to their wife at home, ask them the Krishna Balaram has come, you ask them for the prasadam. The moment the Brahman Patnis, no, they heard that Krishna and Balaram has come, they were so happy. They left everything, they packed up all bhoga in the dabba and basket, they were bringing, running and to come because they heard about Krishna Balaram. They never seen Krishna Balaram. Whenever they go to market, no, these Vrajavasis, they come and sell that no milk, vegetable. So they tell about glories about Krishna Balaram. By hearing that, they are so much happy to see Krishna and Balaram. It's like a movie star, no? When Rajini is coming, okay, care from circle market, no? Everybody running to see him. No? So similarly, these Yagnapatnis, when they heard that Krishna Balarams are hungry, they packed up all the prasadam, they came and feeding them. Krishna Balaram. First time they are seeing face to face. So they follow the favorable of bhakti. The Yajna, welcome these cowherd boys and they feed the bhoga. The Yajna Brahmana, they follow the rituals. The Brahmana, what they did, they follow the rituals. But the blind over the higher principle. They are not, they are blindly following it because they didn't understand why they have to do the Yajna. They missed upon the applying the list of devotional elements. It is they are supposed to do that only, that they missed out. They are not following the favorable of bhakti. They are not favorable to bhakti. Exactly opposite to Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj, what they did when the Vamana came and asked that, okay, give me 3 steps of thing. His guru is telling that don't give his Vishnu, he take away everything. But he said that I don't want this material. One day I have to give you. Okay, after my quitting that, everything belongs to you only. When my present is there, let me give it to you. So his ultimate is what? The goal is that this is all belong to Krishna. So Bali Maharaj gave it. Brahmana, they are not ready to give. So this we have to understand. Many other religious speakers, okay, emphasize on unfavorable things only. Don't do this. Give up the bad things. No, sorry. We should not bad mouthing. Okay, loose talks. We should not hurt anybody. These are the spiritual talks. Now, if you go there, they will talk all the negative. What don't do list is very very big, but the do list is very less. You understood? So, what the goal of my life? That is to be understood. One person told that. Okay, when a person is asked, what's the goal of your life? I should not end up with any troubles. Okay. Not the trouble to anybody. I should not trouble anybody also. This is the avoiding the best of negativity. That's good only, but it's avoiding the negativity. But what is the positivity of life? That is not there. You understood? They don't have any substantial positivity in life. That means the goal is, what is your goal means, it should be positivity, it should be there. Okay, I do 16 rounds, I do 64 rounds, like that positivity is not there. They say that, okay, I will give up that today, I will not eat prasadam. Okay, so like that it is the example. To hold upon the class of impersonative yogis and jnanis, their goal is to avoid. Okay, I don't want this. That's why they leave the city, they go to a secluded place, sit in the forest, do the tapasya. Okay, there is nothing for them to stand for life. There is nothing they have to work hard. Okay, live for that. Okay, why they have to? Here Bhakta say that, Prabhupada say that eat nicely, go distribute the books. Correct? No? Why you have to leave? The purpose is the bhakti should reach people. That's why they lose dry in their life. So this Ashtanga Yoga is not, their life will be very dry. It's not enjoyment. Whereas Bhakta says always feasting and dancing and okay. So their life is full of happiness. They fall back on some social activity. So they fall back on the activity. These people are people who are to be headed or brag about their piety. So they brag upon the piety. So this is the pious things I have to do and all. Don't engage in lower activity. So proud about the mode of goodness. They are very proud of their mode of goodness. Okay, I am sattva, suddha sattva. I can get up at 3 o'clock, do meditation. No, so they are in the sattva guna. They are very proud of that. Only I can do. I can sit in Padmasana, do the pranayama, going up and down, all the things. So they are very proud of it. They don't want to upgrade themselves to devotional or transformation mode of it, to transform into the mode of goodness. Okay, to the devotion, they are not ready to do that. Their intention is to go merge with the Lord, that's all. They are not going to serve the servitor of the Lord. Further, the solution is they need to take what such people, what we have to do? We have to tell them to take the shelter of Krishna, of some spiritual guide. Here some devotee who can expose more of devotional stimuli. So, who can preach about the situation. You might have seen that the impersonalist, and whenever you go for this book distribution, you may happen to meet the impersonalist and Ashtanga yogis and all. They talk more about their glories only. Such people we have to tell them what is the reality of the life. The nature of law of nature we should talk. Sadhaka journey is like, okay, most of the time it goes to the conquering the attack of Maya. So sadhakas what they do, they try to attack the Maya only. Okay, this is troubling me, that is troubling me. Avoiding the favorable situation. They are not thinking of favorable situation, they are not looking at that. They are thinking that unfavorable things only they are fighting. Generally, when the children know after the exam, when the marks card come, you ask them why you scored very less mark, he will say that teacher didn't correct it properly, she did give marks. So they will talk more about the negativity. So another example is in 1972, Prabhupada asked the question. Devotee asked us, Prabhupada, that Why Maya is so strong? Okay, if our purpose is to reach the God, because favorable, not my purpose of my goal is to reach the God. Unfavorable is Maya. Why Maya? The unfavorable is so stronger than the favorable. He's asking very nice question. For that, Prabhupada says that because our purpose is not very strong. Because our purpose is very shallow. Okay, reaching God. Today I couldn't complete the mala. Let me do tomorrow. One extra. So our goal, no, it is not very strong. We ourselves counteract the Maya because unfavorable situation. But the strength comes by practice of that. So what happens? We directly attack the Maya. But if you do the favorable thing, then the strength comes to come. How our strength comes? By practicing the Krishna consciousness. When we adopt favorable situation, so we have to accept that favorable situation. That devotee is giving nicely cooking prasadam. Let me also do nicely. Let us learn from her how to cook nice prasadam for Jagannath. So all the favorable thing, no, you have to learn and cooperatively working together. All the things if you do, no, that is increasing your favorable situation. That is the situation will give to avoid the counteract of unfavorable situation. So what happens when you are become nice devotee circle community, then the ego will not come. Okay, only why he only doing service, I am not got the chances. Unfavorable, the ego will not clash. When we do, when do you feel that you have lot of struggle in Krishna consciousness? This is a very nice question. When do you feel you have a lot of struggle in Krishna consciousness? You got any idea? You are feeling, no, my Krishna consciousness, no, so much struggling. So when that mood, when such situation comes, that the day when you are not here properly, Srimad Bhagavatam, when you not read the Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita and not properly chanted, that day, no, the Maya attacks. Big struggle in dealing with all people in this world. That day you go to office, boss will shout at you. Then you understand, yes, I didn't complete my rounds. I didn't read Bhagavatam today. So, when we done the favorable, then it is very easy to deal to avoid unfavorable. Today's topic, no? Third scenario, when you do the favorable more, when you increase the favorable, then the unfavorable become very small, tiny. So with this, let us conclude today's sloka because this is yesterday's continuation. Today was Vidura Chakravarti is talking about conclusion because takeaway is today's sloka. Idam means situation in Brahman. The word tu indicate that he must make a great endeavor for this compared to what will be explained later. His subtle desires are destroyed by strength of his vision gained through the realization. So he studied the scripture, so he knows that how to give up the mind, material intelligence, material ego. Everything he gave up yesterday class. So he understood from the scriptures. Now the method of giving up the body is then described. So today's sloka we have discussed about how Ashtanga Yogi giving up his body. How he give up this body is pressurizing the Murāri chakra with his heel. He should lead the prana through the 6 places: navel, heart, chest, base, palate, forehead, between the eyebrows and Brahmarandra. So through that he is taking the life air up. The soul is lifting because life air, no, where the soul is floating, that is lifted. Starting below the navel, passing the Swadhisthana chakra, one raises the air to the navel with the Manipura chakra, then the heart with the Anahata chakra, then to the chest with the Vishuddha chakra situated below the throat, and this way the soul is situated in prana from the lower chakra to the higher and higher chakras. He is pushing everything and the closer and closer to Brahma Rendra. So here he is bringing the soul. So for that what happened? It is properly launching. To how the racket is launched, there is a launching pad. No? Similarly, these yogis they practice such that the The life soul is life air, the air, prana, the soul is lifted through this chakra, he throws out and he merges with the Brahma Jyoti. And Srimad Bhagavatam. Thanks for joining and hope you understood how the yogis live up their gross body. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
so soul is always
You know how to switch off? X mark. X. Leave.